Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I am Fanta D and I'm going to be explaining to you guys on why I'm having my surgery and basically the history on the reason why I'm having this osteoplastic surgery. Sit down, relax, and stay tuned. You guys know it all started when Fanta D was a little cute little bow-legged regular girl. Usually when children are younger, they're the street term would say, I would say bow-leg. A lot of babies are bow-legged and stuff, but then they grow up out of it. However, my situation was different. When I was younger, I was always chubby, you know, chubby and cute, don't get it wrong, okay? So I grew up, I continued to grow up, I was bow-legged. It was pronounced as Blount's disease when I was, I would say, 6 years old. So I had my first surgery done when I was 7 years old actually. And as I got older and I literally began to feel the weight on my knees, like literally, I was not a regular child. Children around 6 years old, 5 years old, they can run around and be free, walk around, and just do whatever, you know, do what kids do. And I was never that type of child, only because I would want to be that child. I wanted to be. However, my legs always limited me and it became painful. Like I couldn't walk a full block without being in excruciating pain. That's how bad it was. This picture was taken literally the morning of my first surgery. I was very young having this surgery. I was really excited about it as well because I was bullied when I was younger. People would be like, why do you walk like that? And you know, as a little girl, it was sad. I would never wish that on any child, like, cause now thinking about it, I feel like I'm about to tear right now. I was very like sad sometimes. Luckily I had friends though, and my parents always did a good job at that. I always had family around because I do have a big family. I always have friends, like certain friends, but when I was in school, man, the school that I went to was just like with all the children from the hood. They would literally laugh at me. I was always shy at school, but when I was around family with people that actually know me and they know how I walk, it was whatever. Like I was a regular child only when I was with family. So yeah, I had like a very, I would say, a hard time moving forward. So I had my first surgery done at 6. Hold up. 7. I had my first surgery done at 7. That was the first osteoplasty surgery that was done. This doctor is a great doctor, man. He did all that he could. We started on the left leg first, which was the worst leg. Well, they was both bad, but that was, I would consider that more bold. He started off with that. He cut me open in my, I want to say, tibia bone. He stopped my growth there. I'm actually supposed to be taller than I am today. You guys will see. I will have videos with my siblings and stuff later on. And you guys would see how everybody is tall but me. So like my family, like we're tall people, you know? Like my child's definitely gonna be tall because it's in my genes. However, because my doctor like cut a bone and did something in there where they stopped my growth. My case wasn't really normal at the time. And that's what the doctor came up with, was just, they felt like stopping my growth will help lessen the pain. And also they tried to straighten it, but it wasn't straight all the way. However, it was better than it was before. So moving along, I was in about 3rd grade. I was homeschooled. I do remember getting ready for the state exams. A teacher would come and like a random teacher from, I guess, the agency would come to my home. They would teach me. You know, I had fun actually being homeschooled for a little. So I did my surgery then. That was my first surgery done. The left leg was done first. And then after I had been to physical therapy and healed with that left leg, it went on to the right leg. And same process. So that took about 2 years. I would say 1 year for each leg. Yeah, so I stood in the hospital for a very long time, and that honestly gave me the reason to today to be in the health field because I was surrounded by a lot of great nurses and great caretakers in that hospital. To this day, like, I totally still appreciate it. Fast forward to, I would say, 5th grade, my legs was straighter than it was before, but it wasn't completely straight. I was still bow-legged, so the problem wasn't really fixed at the time. Do surgery for that. When you get older, it's definitely going to be very painful. And as you get older, as you gain weight, as your bones begin to brittle, it is painful. And not a lot of people know that because I don't like to show my, don't get me wrong, I show my emotions, but I don't, it's stuff that they can't help me with. So I'd rather not put my pain and stuff onto them because there's nothing they can really do. I never liked people feeling sorry for me because I felt like from a little good child, people was always feeling sorry for me. You know, people don't know this. A lot of people don't know this. They will meet me, oh, Fanta, cool, you know how to have fun. But literally, I was in pain. Let me go back to grade 5. I'm on like grade 5, 5th grade. 5th grade was like a whole ball game. It was 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th you graduated. So I was with all the hood rat kids because I'm in a hood. It's a hood school, and I was bullied like every single day. I was always in pain. Luckily, I still had my friends. It was like the same thing being younger. I changed my school, went to 6th grade. 6th grade came, I didn't want to do much. That's the time when everybody started like having girlfriend, boyfriends, like little play stuff. And I was just always that one that was just the friend. Like, I had crushes, of course, but I just never had the guts to say anything because, boom, my legs was a big insecurity. It grew to even high school. It was still painful. I've been looking at doctors amongst the time, and I didn't want to go to the same doctor. I was not qualified to go to the same doctor that did my first surgery because he's a pediatric doctor, and I'm a whole high school student now. I'm a whole teenager. And it was very hard to get in touch with him. So I was just doing my research. The ending of high school, I wanted to go away to school, but because I wanted to do the surgery so bad, I ended up staying in the city. I feel like everything happens for a reason. Either or, I'm still getting the education, thank God. So we're fast forwarding to college. Did my research on ZocDoc, made sure my insurance was on there to see what doctors take my insurance and the problem that I'm going there for. So I landed with some doctor, I forgot his name to be honest, but I know he was in Mount Sinai. And I checked him out for a consultation, and it wasn't bad at all. Like, this guy clearly, he knew once I got there, he's just like, whoa. He examined me. He, see my range of motion to see how far I can bend my leg, see how I walked. He asked me to walk and stuff so he can see what exactly is wrong, and he took measurements right away. Mind you, this is the first appointment with him, and it wasn't bad actually. He knew exactly what needed to be done, and my only fear about doing my research with doctors was to not waste my time again and have to go through a surgery and not get the results I was looking for. Hence, like, PTSD from my first surgery. Don't get me wrong, that was a great doctor, but I wasn't straight. He didn't fix it. My case was very severe. After a while, you grow with it, even though you try to be as confident as you can be, but at the same time, when people don't understand something, they are afraid of it. They tend to stare. They tend to make fun of you. They tend to just not care about your feelings, disregard your feelings, man. But it messes up your social life in a way because you start excluding yourself out, you're feeling doubtful, your self-esteem is just low, especially as a teenager. But let me tell you something, honey. Any teenagers that have Blount's disease right now and that's watching this, honestly, look at me. I turned out fine. Do what's best for you. Just don't do what I did. Don't exclude yourself out. If somebody's making fun of you, you let them know. Yo, like, don't even play yourself. It may happen. It might not even happen now, because I feel like people accept a lot now. But back then, man, it was kind of hard for your girl. Like, I only knew one other girl that walked there. Nobody legs were like mine, except for one other girl. I checked out another doctor. That doctor, unfortunately, she didn't deal with my situation. She dealt literally only knee problems. However, she did explain to me that if I don't do something about these legs of mine, I will have to see her, meaning I would have to get a knee replacement. Once I heard knee replacement, I was like,
knee replacement where?
First thing first, knee replacements, only older people get knee replacements. And once you get a knee replacement, you have to do it like another 5 years or 6 years, however, but you will have to do another one regardless. So imagine if I never did a procedure. Like, this is for people that's scared to do the procedure and that needs to do it. Do that procedure. Definitely do the procedure, okay? You don't want to be having to do knee replacements young. Imagine doing a knee replacement around 20 and then having to do it 27 and then having to do it again like by 30s, and then in your 40s, knee replacement after knee replacement. Do you know that's wear and tear on your knees? That's just done for. You don't want to go that route. Forgot to add this. I went to different types of people, man, in New York, and they try to put a brace on me. No brace can help it unless you're a baby, a toddler. If you're grown already, you have a little weight on you, only surgery can fix this. And what I mean by surgery, don't go for a knee replacement. There are some doctors that are greedy and would try to experiment on you basically and just try to do knee replacement on you. Do not settle for that. If you are in New York, definitely hospital or special surgery, they are good. Originally, I was referred to, and this was the doctor that said that she only does knee replacement. She referred me to a doctor in hospital special surgery. However, this dude does not take no insurance. Basically, he's big money. He don't take no insurance, so he's for the people that can pay out of pocket. I would say probably $50,000 and up. It's a big surgery, you know? It's a lot, and it's okay. Insurance could take it. This is a health situation. Insurance will pay for it. Trust me, the right insurance will pay for it. So I felt like that was a loss for me. So I went to another doctor. That doctor was so good. He was like, no, I have a friend that does these. I'm gonna refer you to him. He's not in this hospital, but I'm gonna refer you. So I'm like, okay. Finally, I got the paper, my doctor's name, and hospital or special surgery. Look how God works. Literally, I was so excited because I know for a fact they have good doctors in hospital or special surgery in New York. So if you're in New York, you have Blount disease, and you don't know what to do, and you don't know where to go, hospital or special surgery, they take insurance. Not all doctors take insurance inside of there, but do your research. I don't know what insurance you may have, but they do take insurance, so do your research. Make sure they take your insurance. If they take your insurance, you're good to go. So I set up an appointment with that doctor, went with my parents, and wow, he specialized in that, and it's called limb lengthening. First things first, it's an osteoplastic surgery. Then on top of that, a limb lengthening. So meaning that the tibia and fibula bone, I feel like I'm in bio A&P, anatomy and physiology right now. So those bones on your legs, they lengthen it. So basically, they cut parts of your bone. I'm gonna insert a X-ray of my legs before. And getting ready for my next surgery. My doctor explained to me it's a two-step process. The plan for the medical team was to work on the right leg first, then work on the left leg. My right leg was my worst leg. Each leg is a two-step process. The first process was to cut out a part of my bone. Say for example, being bowleg, it's a bone that rubs against each other, and that's where the pain is, right here. Like, It's just so much I went through. Now thinking about it and explaining to you. Back to the knees. So act like this is the knee. This is the inner part right here. My knuckles are the inner part, and this is the outer part, right? Inside there, don't look at my arms. Just focus on my hands. These are my knees. So these are rubbing really hard against each other, as the bone up here is like not splitting, I would say, but it's like separated. So it's like as I walk, it will go like this, grinding, and go up and down, grinding on each other. So that was the hard pain, to the point where between these two bones is cartilage. That was it was like getting thinner and thinner. So if I wasn't to have this surgery, my pain level would have increased 1,000. That's why when I walked for long, it would pain me, to the point where the next morning it would really like, I would feel like, I don't know, I ran a marathon. I felt like an old person. Well, I don't mean to talk about old people, but you know, I felt like I had some type of arthritis, and it felt like that. I think I had like pre-arthritis. Knees would feel so freaking stiff. So yeah, back to my knees. What he did was cut an L shape, like right here, like up here on this bone. Y'all can probably understand what I'm talking about when I show y'all the x-rays inserted. So he cut like an L shape, put a fixator in there. My leg is straight. I will show you guys pictures. Then the second part is after your bone heal, take that out, take the fixator out that they inserted, which is the second part that I'm about to do literally tomorrow. So I'm a little nervous, and it's COVID-19. Like, it's with this whole pandemic going on, it's scary to go back into the hospital, but I will not let this pandemic stop me from my daily, monthly, or life goals. I have to say that to myself every single day, because I was very doubtful to be doing this surgery. Originally, I was supposed to do this surgery literally like 2 weeks ago. However, because of the pandemic, they stopped all surgeons to be doing any type of work, and it was only like for like essential surgery. So I'm one of those first patients that's able to do that surgery, because this is a process, and it is somewhat essential. However, it's not as essential like a person that needs like a heart surgery or something like extremely, like mine could have waited a little bit, you know. So I'm definitely doing this surgery. I am a little scared. When I was told that I would be doing this surgery, I was told that it would be probably in the morning. And as you guys know, 3 is my favorite number. Normally, somebody's supposed to call you right before surgery day. I got the call today, and the nurse told me that my surgery is actually at 3:15. Isn't that crazy? So that made me feel way much better, because I was a little nervous, because you know, we're still going through this pandemic, and though they're opening things up, it's still wary to me. But like I said, I am not letting this pandemic stop me from a life goal, and this is one of my life goals. It's something I always wanted to do, not because of appearance, not because of confidence, even though it will boost my confidence, but I'm not doing it solely for that. It's solely for my health, my peace, and my being. I literally been suffering since I was young, and I'm excited I'm finally doing this process. I'm so grateful for my doctor. If you have Blount's disease, definitely do your research. Please don't be afraid to do anything. Before you get any type of insurance, make sure you do your research on a doctor. If they take insurance, make sure you jot down that insurance. That's what I did with my doctor. Every doctor that you go to, there's a list of insurance that they're going to let you know of. You ask for that list. And this is a very essential part of your research when you're looking for doctors to have this surgery. Don't ever settle for a knee replacement. Don't do it to yourself, especially if you're young. Do not do that. Even if you're older, you don't want to do that, because there are more options. Don't have doctors limit you. Do your research. I was just lucky that, what a coincidence, the doctor that I went to referred me to this doctor that actually took insurance from the hospital that I actually wanted. I call that luck and God. First step is to, once you find a doctor that you are interested in, call them, see what insurance they take, and get yourself on that insurance. And if they take your insurance, that's a plus. They will have a list of insurance that they take. You just have to do the steps from there, you know? After that, make sure you consult with them, bring your parents. I don't know if this is illegal, but listen, I do it for my sanity and my peace, and just so I can hear it again. I will record our appointments. Because sometimes, you know, when doctors use terminology, especially with a situation like this, they use these terminologies, and listen, I didn't do too well in anatomy and physiology, so even though I would ask them to explain, it was certain things that I wasn't fully clear on. Not clear, I was clear on everything, but it was just certain vocabularies that had me like, what? You know? So I like to record the appointments, and I like to listen back to them. Listen, you don't even have to ask them, just do it discreetly. It's not like you're putting something against them, it's just for your own being, you know? And even say, for example, it's probably will be a time when you can't go with your parents or you can't go with somebody. Definitely, if you're by yourself, still record that. You can't fully explain all out what these doctors be saying. They be saying all this stuff and these terminologies, even though you may understand, it's just certain stuff you just might forget. You just want to have all of that in there because it is an important process. And don't worry, like this process, it may be long, but this is your life process. This is your health. You want to feel comfortable. You want to live life comfortably. I was not living life comfortably. I tried to live it as comfortable as possible, and I feel like I did a good job at that. Still try to live your life. Still try to have fun. That's what all I would advise you to do, because there's always a solution to a problem or to a situation. When I was younger, I never was on YouTube looking for Blount disease. I thought I was like 1 out of 10 million. I know this wasn't a common thing, so I always would feel so different and insecure about myself. But let me tell you, there's a lot of people out there that actually have Blount disease or is bow-legged. A disease is something that is abnormal. It is abnormal for a person's legs to be growing bold. This is the knees. Act like this is the knees. So I'm literally walking like this. Walk, 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 walk. You know? You want it straight. So I hope this video helped anybody out, to be honest, because I wish this was here for me for when I was younger. And it's okay. You will be all right. The procedure is really not crazy. I'm definitely going to be recording all of this because this is it. And I'm very sure that this is the last process that I will ever have to do. Nobody can go upstairs with me, so I was told I will be alone. And the first surgery that I have friends and family that could come, you know, to see me and stuff in the hospital. But unfortunately, this time it won't be that. However, that is not stopping me, okay? This is a process. It will be a process. You will get through it. And I hope this helps, and continue to watch my vlog series. I'll inform you guys on what happens while I'm in the hospital, before and after, all of that. If this helped you, like, subscribe, and click that bell for your notifications, so whenever I upload, you will get a notification. I will leave off with the positive affirmation that I said earlier, so we could probably say this together. Again, I will not let this pandemic stop me from completing my daily, monthly, or life goals. Okay? With that being said, thank you guys for watching. Oh, and I forgot to show y'all makeup for today. I'm not an aspiring artist or any of that. I told y'all in the last video, but just appreciate what I do, you know.